My parents gave my sister everything new and me everything broken. Turns out that made me rich. Growing up in our house was a lot like being a backup singer for a rock star who only knew one chord. My older sister, Brooke, she was the family's golden child. She was fast, she was loud, and she had this way of making everything she did seem like a Super Bowl victory. My parents, they were her biggest fans. If Brooke wanted new soccer cleats, she got the top of the line ones. But when I needed new sneakers for school, I got Brooke's old, scuffed up trainers with the soles peeling off. Just put some glue on him, Leo, my dad would say, not even looking up from Brooke's latest trophy. The vibe was always, Brooke gets the new, I get the used. But while Brooke was out there burning through hobbies like they were disposable tissues, I started noticing something. She didn't just move on from things. She trashed them. She'd get a high-end digital camera for her birthday, use it for a week, then leave it in the rain on the back porch. I'd find these things, these broken pieces of her life, and I'd take them to the garage. See, while Brooke was busy being popular, I was busy learning how things work. I spent my Friday nights watching old repair videos, learning how to solder, how to buff out deep scratches, how to bring a dead motherboard back to life. I'd take her junk and spend months, literally months, cleaning every tiny crevice with a toothpick and rubbing alcohol. My parents used to laugh at me. Why are you playing with that garbage, Leo? Just throw it out like your sister did. It's broken anyway. I didn't say a word. I just kept polishing. Fast forward 15 years. Brooke is, well, Brooke. She went through 3 different careers and 2 expensive divorces, always looking for the next big thing, the next new thrill. She's constantly stressed, always behind on her car payments, and complains that the world just doesn't appreciate her talent anymore. Me? I'm still the quiet one. I live in a modest house on the outskirts of town, but if you walked into my workshop, your jaw would hit the floor. It's not just a garage anymore. It's a literal sanctuary for high-end, vintage technology and rare mechanical watches, things the world forgot about, but I didn't. Last month, Brooke calls me, sounding absolutely frantic. Leo, I'm in a huge hole. I tried to flip this designer furniture and got burned. I need $10,000 by Tuesday, or they're gonna repossess my car. Please, you've always lived so frugally. You must have something saved up. I invited her over. When she walked into my display room, she actually stopped breathing for a second. The walls were lined with perfectly restored, mid-century modern electronics. Rare cameras that looked like they just came off the assembly line in 1960, and a collection of mechanical clocks that ticked in perfect, haunting unison. How did you buy all this? She whispered, reaching out to touch a pristine, silver-bodied like a camera. I gently moved her hand away. I didn't buy them, Brooke. I saved them. Do you remember this one? I pointed to a specific vintage turntable. The wood grain was glowing like honey. She shook her head. You threw this in the dumpster when you moved out for college, I said quietly. You said the motor was fried and the needle was bent. You called it a piece of crap. Her face went pale. That's that old thing. I spent 60 hours fixing the wiring and another 20 restoring the finish. I told her. I had it appraised last month. A collector offered me $12,000 for it, just because of the specific year and the condition, my condition. She looked around the room, realization finally washing over her like a bucket of ice water. Every beautiful, valuable, shimmering piece of history in that room was something she, or someone like her, had called trash. She started doing the math in her head, looking at the shelves, realizing that my junk was worth more than her entire lifestyle. So, can you help me? She asked, her voice smaller than I'd ever heard it. I looked at my sister, the girl who always had to have the newest, the loudest, and the best, and I realized I wasn't angry anymore. I'll help you this once, Brooke, I said, looking at the perfectly ticking clock on the wall. But I'm not giving you money. I'm going to give you a job. You're going to stay here for a month, and you're going to learn how to fix something, instead of just replacing it. For the first time in our lives, she didn't argue. She just sat down at the workbench, picked up a tiny screwdriver, and started to look at the world, one small, broken piece at a time. The loser sibling didn't just win. He built a world where things actually last.